Monday to Friday, we make this show. And I want to say thank you very much for your precious lifetime you share with me every morning. Thanks to Admirals that we can do this every morning, that I can share my knowledge with you, that we can inspire each other, because trading, is a really challenging thing in our life. And therefore, it's good we can do it together. Okay, we stream the show on YouTube at the same time, so you will find a button in the right corner. You can subscribe to the channel, you can leave us a comment, you can give us a like if you want. And we got 2 comments yesterday, because yesterday we made the announcement that I want to help you a little bit more to analyze your charts. And so you have the chance to leave below every YouTube video after the show to give me your charts. You can send me also your charts by email, or you can leave a comment below the video. So if you want that I analyze your charts in an anonymous way, of course, in the show, then I need the product, I need the entry, the time frame, and a bit how you trade your stop loss and what was the idea beyond your trade. And then we can talk about it, and I can teach you a little bit closer if you want in the show. So also election, good morning, Ute. Nice to meet you too. You can see me, but I cannot see you. And Afshin, wonderful good morning too. Okay, now I share my screen with you. And here is the chat also. So Igor is wonderful, good morning on Zoom. Janosch, good morning. Plummen, Del, Mladen, Raquel, Hartmut, Petya, nice to have you here. So last trading day for this week, and I want to lead your attention to Admirals trade days. Volatility is back. Get up to 3,000 euros cash back trading with Admirals, available for trading MT405. So it's time to open a live account and put some deposit on it to become a successful trader. So what's the upcoming events for today? And what's about the top news this morning? First, just to have a little bit of an overview. The top news: Indian central bank stands pat to support economy amid geopolitical. Then the US jobless claims fall to 166K, lowest level since 1968. So the upcoming events for today, we have to note just the labor force survey, Canada dollar to 30 this afternoon. So education part. Today, April the 8th, we expect a wonderful webinar this afternoon, how to automate your trading. Do it in the right way. Is it possible to automate your trading? I guess we will have a clear answer this afternoon at 3 o'clock German time, by the way. So if you have a bit time, then join this afternoon webinar today. Great. And in case you want to be informed more closer or more close, then you can join our Telegram channel on Admirals of Admirals. 761 subscribers in the meantime. I'm really happy about this. And if you're more a fan of Twitter, then you can follow Twitter also. If you go to Admirals Global, then you will find all informations here in a similar way. And my name there is Daytrader70, the one and only, by the way, because I know there are fake accounts outside there. But if you want to follow me, then the real and only name is Daytrader70. Okay, so let's go to the chart, and we start with DAX 10 minutes. And you see we were in the lower green zone, kind of double low at 14,000, around about 14,000 euros by one future contract. And we are back on track to the point of control. So as you see, I had 2 losses in a row. First of all, that was the entry in the second trend jump to go long back to the point of control. I had my stop loss below the last 0.3, and it didn't happen yesterday. So it was a small loss, technically correct. Then there was downtrend at this time. And it was this part. That was the downtrend. So here we go. And 38 correction. So I opened after this balance candle, the short, to speculate on a trend continuation, but it didn't happen also. So this morning here, I got out with the next loss. And in between, you can see there was a next second trend arm, which is a part of the main trend, the green big one, which is still facing upwards. And I trailed my stop closer, and the third technically correct loss in a row. So sometimes it happens in this way. So I don't care if you have your proper money management, then who cares? All 3 parts were trend following system, but the trend wasn't continue in that way. Maybe we have the next chance because we are still in the third trend arm, because it's 1, 2, 3. And until the fourth trend arm, we can make the entry, especially we are in a green zone and we're going back to the point of control. So now I'm just waiting. Now we have on the right side a next uptrend, which is a part of the main trend. And there I can make the next entry if it will work for me. So actually we just in the second move and then waiting for the next correction. And then we have the chance to go back to the point of control, and maybe we can equalize a little bit from the losses. But it's a good thing and it's a bad thing if you see every single trade by its own. Don't compare it with the past. We are on the right side, we are living in the present and in the future and never in the past. As long as your losses were technically correct by sticking to the rules and following your plan, it's a part of the game of probabilities. And therefore, as long as they're technically correct, they are a part of the statistic. And without losses, you will never have winners, because in the game of probabilities, you need losses, because otherwise you would have a guarantee, and this is not possible. So be happy if you have losses. I know it's a kind of crazy thinking, but be happy if you have losses, as long as they are technically correct. If you made mistakes, then they are not a part of the statistic. Very important to see this in this way. A very interesting question. Please explain when you use 10 minutes and when hourly chart. I don't trade in hourly chart. So by the way, if you understand the logic in trading, then okay, there is no time frame at all in trading. Never, never, ever. The time frame just exists in a trader's mind, because you make this decision what you want to trade. So what's the perfect time frame? Now it's that time frame where you will find your signal and where you can make sure that you don't miss a signal. This is the time frame. So therefore, I just trade DAX 10 minutes. That's the only part I can handle through the day, because I have trading on the other platforms and I have coachings and something like this. So therefore, DAX 10 minutes is the only part I can handle in 10 minutes. All the other trades, even in my private trading on the other accounts or in asset management, I trade 4-hourly chart and daily chart, because there I can make sure that I most of the times don't miss any signals. So this is how I choose my time frame and how you should use it too. It's not that you can say, oh, I won't trade hourly chart. Oh, I won't trade daily, a 10-minute chart. No, you have to figure out the time frame. You can make sure that you don't miss a signal, which is based on your rules. So I hope you have rules. Think about it. That's the logic beyond the law of probabilities. As long as you don't understand this, I promise you, you will never become successful on the long run, by the way. Okay, that's 10 minutes. So just waiting. I'm waiting for a proper correction. And then I'm open a long position to go back, to continue the trend. And maybe we see a next trend follow, because I'm a trend follower. That's the point. And if you don't lose, you can never win. You have to understand, I know this is really crazy, but we should be happy if you have losses, especially if you have 1, 2, 3 losses in a row. Then you know the next winner must come. That's the law of probability. I know no one teach this in this way because that's logic, and logic leads to consequences. But in trading, most of the people, they are hunting kind of illusions to become successful tomorrow, or getting quick and getting rich in a very quick way. You see, let me pay attention about the bottom of the slide. 78% of retail investors lose money. Why? The dark number over 1 year is higher than 90%. Over 1 year, that's the dark number, but no one is talking about. So 90% over 1 year lose money with trading. Why is it? A big lack of understanding of logic in trading. And as a consequence, if you have a lack of understanding, then you have too many emotions in trading. And if you trade based on your emotions, then you are part of the 90%. If you want to be a part of the 10%, you should go deeper in your own education, by the way. So we have top instruments with lightning execution and low spreads, and we want to go into those. And we start with Bitcoin. And in Bitcoin, I have still an uptrend, and on the right side there shows up actually a downtrend. And we see a bit of correction right now, no move, less volatility, less liquidity at the moment, nothing to do for the moment. If you want, you can trail your stop loss if you want to go closer. So, but I'm a trend follower, and the long trend is still valid. Yes, there is a short trend. The price were rejected at the point of control, but I don't intervene into my trade now. Next one is gold. And in gold, I had 3 losses in a row too, because I'm still trying to go deeper, because the point of control in gold is much deeper. In 4-hourly chart, it's lower. It's at 1,791. So, and this is my trend. I'm still the red one, by the way, and it's still in the second trend arm, and that's still my duty to open. But if I can see, yeah, my bus drivers are drunk, yeah, then I have to get out, because I don't know what happens next on the right side of the chart. So Frank, wonderful, good morning. Simeon, good morning. Frankie, thanks a lot. I'm really feeling better, but I'm looking forward to my weekend to recover, to fully recover. So, but now you see, I set a pending order new because I still speculating on a trend continuation. Therefore, I cannot miss, because there's nothing much more annoying if you have a stop loss and finally the trend is working for you, you were planning for, and then you are not a part of it because you missed the signal, or you are emotion, you're full of emotions, and 3 losses in a row. No, I don't trade anymore. I hate gold. I know what I'm talking about because I made all this, and you cannot know how many mouses and desks I throw at the wall in my past. By the way, today I make meditation, and today in trading, I don't care about trading anymore because just a job. But I bought a lot of mouses because I throw a lot of mouses at the wall about my emotions. So one day, there was a day in my past, I broke my hand. Really, I broke my hand because I was so angry. I was so angry, and I thought I'm a calm person. I really thought I'm a really calm and patient person until the moment I came to trading. Then I figured out I'm everything, but never calm. And there was a special day and I lost so much money and I couldn't understand why. So I stood up, went at the door and threw at the door with full of my power. And you know, I have a lot of power. I was so angry. I broke my hand. That's really crazy, completely crazy. So, and then I knew, okay, I'm not calm anymore. Today, thanks God, thanks about my mentors, because they taught me how to control my emotions by recognizing the logic in trading. Okay, so next one is Euro USD, next top instrument. We are still within the red zone, and it looks like that the main trend will continue, and the main trend is the short one. You know, it's the short one, it's this one. So, and that's big correction. Now it looks like that the trend will continue. So for us, actually, there is nothing to do for the moment. Then let's go to Dow Jones. Yeah, Dow Jones, as you see, as I mentioned, there's nothing to do. We are circling around the point of control. It's still the uptrend, of course. It's still this uptrend. Nothing happened in this way. Yeah, it's just this one. And we're circling around the point of control. Actually, there's nothing to do. Index 40, it's a little bit different in 4-hourly chart. That's my uptrend. Move, correction, move, correction. No close, no break. So still in an uptrend. But also there is a downtrend. But the price were rejected at this point, 3 years, sorry. And yeah, let's see. Maybe the green one will continue and go back to the point of control. Let's see. Okay, so that's the 5 top instruments. Okay, so now I should analyze British pound, Australian dollar, of course. In 4-hourly chart, still down. You see, I need 2 seconds to see what that's training. Thousands and thousands and thousands of trades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10 trend arms. In heaven's sake, that's trend following, you know? And such kind of trades you will have 2-3 times a year in higher time frames, in daily chart, or in if you make day trading 5 minutes or 1 minute or 10 minutes, you have much more often such things. But in higher time frames, and this is why I say never miss a signal, because you will never know how far the trend will go. So, and now on the right side, there's nothing, because the trend will break there. And there's just one new move, but we need a new trend. Okay, so before we come to our running trades and to analyze one of your trades, because yesterday there was one trade below the video of yesterday, I want to ask you the question, the Friday question. And the Friday question is always the same. Did you reach your goals this week? Be please as honest as possible. Yes, I finally did, or no, I did not, or I had no goals this week. So, and while you're doing this, let's go to the running trades. Bitcoin, we talked about. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. Yes, be careful. The long trend is still running, but there was a short on the right side of the chart, and there I opened a trade yesterday. But now I can see, oh, balance candle, white candle, which is the price actually is really working against my position. So therefore, I trail my stop closer and I decide to get out at the next bus station because this is not working for me. But as long as this downtrend is still valid, don't forget to make a possible re-entry if the price is going higher and makes a new balance candle, and then we can go short. But now it's time to get out, not manually. It's not necessary because the price can move in the next minutes. You don't know. You don't know what happens next. So just I trail my stop just a little bit closer because there is my possible next bus station where I can see, okay, my bus driver is completely drunk. I have to get out. And at the same time, my long position is still running. Yeah. Euro Japanese yen, yeah, still in the long position. But as you can see, there is a short, there is a valid trend, and this valid trend is in a second trend arm, and therefore I have to set a pending order at the 0.2 for the moment in case that the red trend or the downtrend will continue. I don't know yet, and I don't care. It's just my job. British pound US dollar. It looks like that the downtrend will continue. Let's see. I have an open position at the 0.2. Let's see. And I had a possible pending order for a possible long, but I can delete this because it's not longer working. New Zealand Canadian dollar, same procedure like in Euro Japanese yen. We have a big uptrend, which is still working. And but here on the right side, there is a corrective trend and it's in a second trend arm. So that was the first shot. And now I got out because wrong bus. And I set a new pending order in case that the trend will continue to the lower side. We cannot know. We don't know. We're just speculating. What does it mean, speculating? Do you know it? What's the Latin word? Latin word is speculare. You remember what means speculare? Type in the chat box. What means speculare? Really words. What means speculare? I'm waiting. Yes. Then you're a really smart trader. Yes, Karel, very good. What means speculare? No, it don't mean predict the future. It doesn't mean believe. Speculare means, the original meaning of the Latin word speculare means observing, looking around, nothing, to do nothing, just watching, not touching, just watching, not touching. It's just watching your wife, you can watch but not touch. So that means speculare. So as a speculator, in the first place, you are an observer and not an actor. That's really important. So what's your job? Observing until the moment your signal is there, and then you can act. All the other times, you have to observe. So finally, US dollar, Japanese yen. Oh, I love it. It's still going up. That's trend following. Let's see. Okay. So we have 41%. Yes, finally reached the goals this week. I'm really happy. But we had 45%. No, I did not. You must analyze why not. If you want, you can share it below the video after the show, or you can send me an email. Maybe I can go closer in the next coachings or the next webinars, by the way. So I want to grab one because yesterday, below the yesterday session, one of our students gave me the information I can analyze his trade. So it was an oil trade. So first of all, very clear, this student went short here. That's really cool. It was very great. Why? First of all, it was a trend. That's very good. By the way, the student is this trend follower too. So, and that's really cool. So that was the trend, first trend arm and the second trend arm. So this student went short here when the price was in the correction. That was really cool. Maybe it could be or here in the second short, and the initial stop was above this point. So it's all about your trading style. But as a trend follower, yeah, the initial stop should be always placed at the last 0.3. And that was here. That was at 0.3 with a question mark, because this 0.3, when you start the trade, was not confirmed in case you open the trade there. In case you open the trade a little bit later, maybe here, yeah, then there was a kind of trend continuation, then yes. But if you open the trade there, then it was the 0.3 with a question mark, because that was the original last 0.3. I know why most of the people didn't do it in that way, because that's another money management. You have to take less money, and then your mindset knows, okay, if I take less money, then I make less profit. That's part of the game, yeah. But if you trail your initial stop too close, yeah, you can get out with a spike. That's a kind of, yeah. I did this exactly in the past. I was never successful in the long run. So the entry was almost perfect, I would say. This initial stop was not so perfect, but it's more kind of working style. But just I try to explain how it really should work. So then there was a partial profit here, or the trader made already partial profits, maybe here, and trailed the stop into profit. I would say it's almost a perfect trade. There is nothing to improve about this trade. And now really cool, it looks like that we have a new trend. And by the way, the point of control is much deeper. So I just can reward you, and it just can praise you. Really, really good. And there was another, yesterday, there was another guy who gave me a number. It's Euro British pound, but it's just pure British pound. I cannot see where the guy went in. So if you want that I analyze your charts in this show, then please, I need the product, I need the time frame, I need your strategy and where you went in, something like this. The more I have, the better I can analyze the charts. And you see, maybe it's a kind of helpful that we can analyze, and you can learn much more. So what's about DAX? Okay, there is no correction. Price is still going up. The next correction must come, believe me. I guess at this point too, the next correction must come. Okay, so yeah, I guess that was the moment. Actually, no new trading ideas. So we have to manage. Oh, that's the share, by the way. It's Merck, and it's still going up. That's really cool. And we are still in a long position here in this share. Okay. So again, the announcement, if you want that I analyze your chart below this video on YouTube, you can give me your information and I will analyze it in the show on an anonymous way, of course. So don't hesitate and to give me your information and we can talk about it. So unfortunately, now we have 43. They reached the goals this week, and 43 they didn't reach the goals. So however, use the weekend to analyze your charts about, did you have the time frame, the perfect time frame where you never miss a signal? Did you stick to the rules? Did you follow your plan? And there are just always a yes or no. If you say yes, everything is fine, then maybe you have technically correct false trades. It's a part of the game. If you have to say, no, I missed too many signals, then you have to think about the time frame. If you say, no, I didn't stick to the rules, then you have to go in research with yourself. You have to analyze yourself because there is a why. And I can promise you the why is most of the cases, it's the emotional part. Yeah. Or you have a lack of understanding how to draw the trend. Then I would suggest you make an education in this part. And if you didn't follow your plan and you have to say, no, I trailed the stop too close, it's the same answer. Why you have so many emotions? Think about it. There is no one who gives you the answer. It's just on you. So, and the same, if you reach your goals, ask your same question. What did you do differently to the past? And then make a note and take it as an inspiration and a motivation to do it next week again. Yeah. If you want to change something, you have to change yourself first. Thanks for your attention, ladies and gentlemen. I wish you a lovely Friday. I wish you a wonderful weekend, and I hope we see each other on Monday again. Thanks to Admirals. And as always, have courage and be kind. And may the